What the heck, dude? Like, what are we doing tonight? What is this podcast tonight?
This is exactly what I want it to be.
Just talk about stuff and
Hey, we ain't talking about running backs.
I mean, are we gonna talk about running backs?
Not tonight.
I don't feel like that. It is not the time. Dude, I swear like the NFL draft is gonna get suspended or some type of shit. Like, what the heck is going on?
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I'll just start by telling y'all who we are. You already know. It's the Fantasy Football Brawl. We had like 2 episodes, and then Adam quit on us. Adam wanted to go, travel the world and get out of town, so who can blame him? Adam is actually in South Africa, so no joking there. He didn't quit. He'll be back in a couple of weeks. He'll be back in a few weeks. We were going to talk about running backs up until probably about 2.5 hours ago. But my man Joe has been stuck in a final exam, one that we don't even know if it's going to count or not at this point. I've been writing a bunch of stories for Tide 109 and keeping up with, all the developments with the SEC, all the developments with basketball. Man, what a weird night. What a weird night in sports and in life, in the country. Joe's getting his headset back on.
Jesus, bro.
What I want you to start is I want you to tell us how it is in Chicago right now. Because, I don't have a clue. What's the lay of the land in the Windy City? I know they canceled St. Patrick's Day, festivities. What else you got?
Nothing, bro. Everything's getting canceled. My school's getting moved online. We're gonna move out of our dorms.
How soon?
I don't know. They haven't told us anything. I have so much work too.
Do you even know if it matters right now? Like if they're gonna count it?
Yeah, they will, but
Oh, just weird, man. Just really weird, really weird. I've been having everybody all week saying, "Oh, it's overblown. It's political. It's overblown." And to a degree, I do believe it's a little political, but
there's definitely more hysteria involved.
Yeah, but it's still crazy. Like Rudy Gobert comes out and is like, "Oh, touching microphones, being all silly about it," and boom, now he's
got corona.
He's
bro.
tested positive. And NBA, LeBron said, do you think it's because of LeBron saying I'm not playing in front of empty arenas that they're just like, oh, we ain't going to do it because I don't want to twist LeBron?
They just know that they won't make money.
That's fair. Because they won't, They won't. So no fans in Tuscaloosa for Alabama games until at least the end of the month.
No fans for March Madness. No fans for I don't even know what's going on. They're going to suspend the NFL draft. Tom Hanks is coronavirus. Worldwide pandemic. I'm looking at Evanston my hometown postpones its State of the City address. Amid coronavirus fears. Trump said no more travel to Europe for 30 days. CinemaCon canceled in Hollywood. I don't know if it's in Hollywood, but canceled. NBA suspended season. Rita Wilson, coronavirus. People are getting fired from their jobs because of coronavirus.
Because they're not going into work?
Because they can't. Let me read the articles from the Washington Post. Hopefully this is not copyright infringement.
Oh, it's not. I mean, you can read whatever you want.
Jobs have begun. Job losses have begun in ports, bakeries, and travel agencies. And this is the worst the economy has looked since 2008.
Yeah, I mean, in my church small group last night, half the men were talking stocks and economy. I'm not really in the stock market game, but I am aware that it's plummeting. It's plummeting hard, and 401ks are going to the tank. So it's a wild time, man.
honestly don't know what I'm gonna do.
You're not gonna move back to in with the parents for a little bit.
I don't know. I have no idea.
You know, maybe you should hit up Mike Brez and see if he'll take you in for a little while.
Oh my gosh, it's such a crazy world, bro. Everything is hitting the fan.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like I'm so distracted.
Yes.
Like I gotta worry about. Okay, so here's what I'm worrying about right now. I'm worrying about coronavirus. I'm worrying about all my final papers. I'm worrying about just like moving out of my dorms, like what happens to me, like what's gonna go, what's gonna happen, like where's everybody gonna go at my college? A lot of kids can't make the arrangements right away. Everybody's going back to their hometowns. It's a pandemic. Like I was prepared last night. I was doing some research late night because it's the only time I can actually do work other than schoolwork. I was looking at some running backs, and then I was just like, there's no way we talk about running backs today. Like, I don't even know if we're going to have an episode. I don't know what's going on. And this is like not like one of those post-tragedy episodes like that.
It's weird. It's just weird.
It's just a strange episode because we don't know what's going on. Like, the Brawl Network picked a great time to launch at the beginning of March during the coronavirus epidemic when no one's focused on small startup companies. It's so sad because I'm sure that if in a better climate when there is no coronavirus and nothing's hitting the fan every 5 minutes, like the Brawl Network just would be very successful right now, but I don't know what's going on. Everybody's freaking out. My roommate might be moving out. My suite mates are moving out probably. I don't even know what they're going to do about the dorms. Like, are they going to close them? Are we going to stay here? What are online classes going to be like? Like, this is like, Joe, you went to college during the swine flu, right? Or was that past your time?
Yeah, I was there. I was in college for like 40 years, Joe, so I was there.
Okay, so during the swine flu, what happened when you were in college? You don't remember?
Not really, because I do remember I had a room, like the next guy. We lived in dorms, you know, and the guy right next door, like, was sick as a dog, and like he said it wasn't swine flu. He said, and we believed him, and like he was the only one that got sick. Rand Nelson, still alive to this day, praise the Lord, great guy. But he was sick as a dog for a while. Kept up with his schoolwork, but never really came out of his room. He had teachers emailing him work and had, you know, people bringing him books and people making sure his homework got dropped off. But he stayed in his room for quite some time. But other than that, everybody kind of was like made a big joke out of it. You know, everybody made a big joke out of it. Just like everybody did with Corona, probably up until about 6 hours ago. And now, I'm not saying
now Rudy Gobert has it.
Yeah, I'm not saying anybody's like dying. Like, there are deaths for sure, but I'm not saying like, 60,000 people died for swine flu.
No, yeah, like a lot of people died in swine flu. 70 million people had it.
It's just wild that the reaction, people are just falling left and right, just going. We'll save the running back talk. Probably for when Adam gets back. Let me just we'll hit some light topics and try to get our mind off this. We'll play a little.
Dude, I don't think I can, dude. I know you said you wanted to throw me a curveball tonight, but everything I look at is just like, what the heck? Like, do I have coronavirus? Like, because is that something that could happen to me? Like.
I sure hope not. I'll be praying for you.
Like Rudy Gobert obviously didn't know 2 days ago. He was touching all the mics.
Better burn those microphones. All right, let me ask you this. Jimmy Graham's getting released. Give me your top 3 destinations where he could be reclaim his fantasy. He was a beast with the Saints and then fell off. Give me like 2 or 3, one or two places. Where would you like to see Jimmy Graham land?
Jimmy Graham?
Yeah.
I can't, dude. I'm not focused on football. I don't know anything that's going on in the past like 2 days.
All right, I'll just say the Rams or the Panthers.
Yeah, it's some team that needs. I think the Panthers is a good spot for him. They need a tight end.
All right, we'll go even broader.
What does the NFL do about coronavirus? Like, what does the MLB do? What is going to happen?
Well, baseball doesn't get enough fans at the game to worry about it.
That's true for most teams, but for like Cubs games at Wrigley Field, that's a $35,000 crowd every day. 35,000 people crowd every day.
Yeah, they're packed in there.
So,
by the way, you like my shirt tonight?
That's an old school Bears Brawl T-shirt.
That's right. All right, we'll go like even broader there.
Fred Hoiberg was
saw that
to the hospital.
He's like coughing on the sidelines, like head in his hands. And these coaches, they don't ever want to tap out. Oh gosh,
oh my God,
it's crazy. That's what I was doing for like 30 minutes, and my wife kept going, "What?" And I kept going, "Oh my God," left and right. And
dude, what if Magic Johnson got coronavirus?
Oh, don't put that ego on him.
Okay.
All right, stick with me for
what the heck?
Our man Adam proposed maybe putting out like a big jersey release to drum up some fans and drum up some interest. We'll go like real broad with you, Joe. Give me your top 3 jerseys that you would like to see him release. Obviously, we're not qualified because we're not going to win our own prize. We want one of our fans.
Hey, I'd like to win the prize.
Heck yeah! What top 3 jerseys would you like? Would you put on Adam's list to go purchase?
I don't know.
Mitchell Trubisky, Caleb Haney, and Rex Grossman.
Oh, I'd actually like a Rex Grossman jersey. That'd be kind of cool.
Sexy Rexy.
I don't know. Signed jerseys.
Chris Conti.
Ha 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 ha. Ha ha. I don't know. I haven't been focused in a fat minute. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how I'm gonna finish this podcast. I don't know how long this episode is going to be.
Probably like 10 more minutes.
Probably it's gonna be a short episode this week. Corona got the wrong Woody. We said Woody Allen, not Woody from Toy Story. Leave Tom Hanks alone. Woody is a huge part of my childhood, and I'm not ready for anything bad to happen to you. Not Forrest Gump. This virus got Woody too. This means war. Woody does not deserve this. You want to play rough coronavirus? Why didn't you get Harvey Weinstein? I don't know what is going on. All
right, give me your quick 2-minute, basically, what do you think of Forrest Gump? Speaking of Tom Hanks.
I loved Forrest Gump. I thought that was a great movie.
Forrest Gump's one of those movies that no matter how many times you watch it, or at least for me, like there are always moments that make me tear up. Always.
Oh, man, yeah, that
always.
Is
I'm a baby.
Dude, I really liked – oh, man, that's such a good movie.
You go Forrest Gump or Saving Private Ryan for Tom Hanks?
Oh. Both.
No, you got a gun to your head. Which one? You only watch one on a desert island the rest of your life.
Castaway.
Appropriate.
Give me some inspiration, Tom.
Wilson!
Give me coronavirus!
All right, Joe, how do you feel about punt return and kick return yards in fantasy football? Like, say it's back in the day and I drafted Devin Hester, and obviously he's not a great wide receiver, but I play him every week because my league has kick return and punt return yards, and so he becomes basically a flex. I know people who hate it and people who love it. How do you feel about it?
Honestly, bro, fantasy football really not on my brain right now.
Oh, I'm just trying to steer you into it, just like some broad topics. No?
Whatever, man. I had Julian Edelman back on my team, on the team back in like 2012, 2013, and he would always get those kick return touchdowns or a passing touchdown every once in a while, and I'd be like, I love that. Give me him in the flex. Give me a returner in the flex. Whatever. I don't know. I'm tired. I've been working nonstop for days. Tonight, I gotta do some assignments. I don't have. I just don't know what is going on. Stuff was like fine, like 2 days ago. Everything was fine. Now everything is donkey crazy, and I don't know what to do because, like, what's going to happen? I just want one, I want to be safe. Two, I want everybody else to be as safe as possible. And three, how much of a disruption is this going to cause on my life? Like there's no cases in your home state right now.
Yeah.
Because no one wants to go to Alabama, so you're not getting infected. I think that was pretty funny. I can't.
It was.
So people love Chicago. People coming here for St. Patty's Day. People coming to get their drink on, but they canceled the parade, so they're just going to be stuck here, festering in the coronavirus. I don't know.
Did they end up getting the River Green?
No, they're not. They're not doing that this year. They canceled that. I'm very sad about it.
That's a shame.
It's a Chicago tradition.
Yeah.
You ever been here for St. Patty's Day?
No, I haven't. I just see it on social media.
It's a fun time.
Yeah.
Obviously, I never do anything because I'm not Irish and I'm not crazy, but people get serious about it here. It's a big time. Used to be much bigger. I can't believe Fred Hoiberg is going to have coronavirus.
Yeah, he's former Bulls coach, right?
Yep, former Bulls coach. Jazz are quarantined in OKC.
I saw that.
Salt Lake City is quarantined. I mean, that's the Jazz. OKC is probably going to be quarantined. All the reporters who were there are probably going to be quarantined. I don't know what's going on, truthfully. I'm really lost right now.
Answer me this then. Answer me this. If you're you're playing fantasy with your boys, do you prefer the waiver wire system for acquiring players, or do you prefer first come first serve method, where people are racing to the waiver wire and click and claim, as some people call it?
I honestly never really thought about it because I've always had the waiver wire system. I've always had that. And I think that that's valid because I feel like a lot of teams would become super stacked because the people who obviously have the best teams are the ones who are most attentive. So I think that would cause a bit of a weird dynamic. So I'm going to go with the waiver wire system. I think that's pretty good.
It is nice and fair to everybody, but I am partial to click and claim because in leagues where we have played that, it was all the week will reset on Monday night, Tuesday morning at like 2 or 3 in the morning, and it's a massive race at 2 in the morning to wake up and get your guys. And basically, if you're on top of things, you can become very powerful very quickly.
Yeah. You're right.
Have you ever played in a auction league?
No, I have never played in an auction league.
Nor have I. I have a friend who every year when the vote comes up for like changes and stuff, he always says, "Oh, we should go to auction. We should go to auction." And
you're just like, okay.
And I'm just like, dude, everybody would spend all their money in the first week. He's like, "Oh, well, that's just the risk you take." And I'm like, I don't know about that.
I don't know, man. Okay, so here's my thing. How does coronavirus impact fantasy football? And what I'm thinking is that it does, because what if this shit comes back in like October and it comes back worse and we start the season and then they have to deal with it again because there's vaccines being tested right now. They're going to start human testing in April. So,
Who's signing up for that test? Not me.
I mean, like, why not, bro? $5,000.
Well, you put it that way, I might think about it. But yeah, I mean, you're dead. Like, okay, so think about the people who are playing fantasy basketball right now. Their season is
They're done.
suspended.
They're done.
Their season is suspended. You've got people with tens of twenties of hundreds of thousands of dollars invested into their season. You know,
Like, that's in a
crazies.
pool. That's in a pool.
Yeah.
That's not just.
And like, oh my gosh, I don't. Do you go to your commissioner? Do you go to your commissioner like, dude, bro, like, we're done. Give me my buy-in back, or do you try to wait it out and say, well, you know, because they didn't say
This is
cancel.
not resuming. This is not resuming.
I agree with you there, but like, you're gonna have people who are like, I'm in first place. I'm holding out. They're gonna bring. You know, they're gonna get it together. We're gonna finish the season.
Those people are optimists, not like me. Right here, I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, how many pages of my finals do I have left while I'm recording this podcast? And I'm like, okay, I have probably around 20 more pages to write, maybe 25.
What you writing on?
Okay, so one of my papers is about a ancient werewolf story. Another one of my papers is about ancient Roman food. Another one of my papers is about ancient Greek tragedy. Another one of my papers is about ancient Egyptian artifacts. And so, yeah. That's pretty fun, right?
Did you save them all for the end?
No, this is all like these are all the papers that got assigned to me in the past like week. Ugh. So it's just hard because everybody thought that we'd have next week to like figure out our stuff, but seems like we don't. And the university is having their big task force meeting. Hopefully they call an emergency task force and meet tomorrow instead of Friday is what I've been hearing. But oh my gosh, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, I'm looking at my calendar and I'm like, okay, here's my marker. I can mark off Wednesday. Wednesday, you're completed. I still got stuff to do tonight. It's going to be a long night. I'm going to have to get some coffee.
How do you take your coffee?
I don't know. I don't know. Like at this point, like usually whatever.
Black. Like
no. Black with sugar usually. No. And then Thursday, I got stuff to do tomorrow. I got stuff to do Friday. I got stuff to do Saturday. Got stuff to do Sunday, and all the way through next week until. Oh, guess what? I have to vote on Tuesday. How am I going to do that? How is there going to be primaries? How are they going to do votes when everybody's so preoccupied about coronavirus? There's going to be no one turning out to vote. Like all the old people who are going to vote for Joe Biden are not going to turn up because they're afraid of coronavirus, and all the young people who are stupid are just going to run up there and get coronavirus and then not be available to vote later. I don't know. Just like there's so many things to think about. Like, why is this so bad? Like, how did it get this bad? It's not even that, like, it's not, there's the death rate of this virus isn't, like, terrible. Like, if you got hospitalized quick, if you got medicine up quick, like, dude, I'm sitting here, I rode the train today. I went to the Art Institute of Chicago today. I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, watch me start showing symptoms in 3 days because of course I do. Rest in peace to the fantasy football brawl because it's just going to be Joe. Because I rode the train today and there's no cases in Alabama and Adam is in South Africa and he's not coming back because they're probably going to, when he comes back, he's probably going to have to sit in quarantine for 2 weeks because of how bad it is. What is going on? What is going on?
All right, I got one last football question for you. You know, free agency is supposed to start on.
Do you think it's going to start? Do you
Sunday
think
at midnight?
Agents are going to want to meet face to face with different teams?
Yeah, no, probably not because more so because of the CBA uncertainty, less so than the virus. But my question is, in your ideal world, where do these quarterbacks who are free agents end up? I know quarterbacks is your thing. Like
Teddy Bridgewater is going to the Colts.
Okay.
trying to think about who else is a free agent. Jameis Winston and Marcus
Jameis,
Mariota. I think Jameis is going to go to the Patriots.
Oh.
I think that Marcus Mariota is going to find a way to be on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh.
I think that Thomas Brady is going to be either on the Buccaneers or Chargers or Titans.
Phillip Rivers?
Phillip Rivers is probably going to retire amid coronavirus concerns. Be with his kids before he can't anymore.
Dak Prescott?
Dak Prescott's not a free agent.
Yes, he is.
He's a restricted free agent. My bad.
I mean, they can franchise tag him. But
I think he'll stay with the Cowboys.
Yeah. Is that it?
Ryan Tannehill's either going back to the Titans or somewhere else.
Oh, Breeze is a free agent technically.
No, Breeze is going back though.
Yeah, technically. Is that all?
I don't know.
Who do we miss?
There are so many.
Chargers, Raiders, Cards under contract. Locke is under contract. Mahomes under contract. Wilson under contract. Murray under contract. Goff under contract. Who else is in that division? What's the fourth team? Oh, Garoppolo under contract. Daniel Jones under contract. Dak Prescott, we just mentioned. Wentz is under contract. Haskins is under contract. That's the East. The South we already talked about. The North is everybody's still under contract. So, yeah, we'll see. All right, Joe, you want to sign this bad boy off? Tell our Twitters before you sign us off and give us your thoughts.
Okay, guys. So,
and sell the DraftKings.
Yeah, guys.
While you're stuck in quarantine.
Okay, guys. So when you're going to be in quarantine, you can go on to Twitter because some people who are in quarantine are on Twitter right now and they're just chilling.
Isn't that all you have to do?
Watch Netflix.
Twitter and Netflix.
Quarantine does not sound too bad right now. Like, I'm going to be honest with you, Chief.
As long as you can get like a pass on your responsibilities.
Dude, give me Netflix, give me Hulu, give me my phone. Let me go on Twitter every once in a while and
give me some ginger ale.
Keep me clothed. Keep my coughing down. And
that's what's up.
Quarantine does not sound too bad right now.
Nice IV.
Oh yeah. Give me the fluids at all times so I never get a headache.
Drip.
Drip. If you really want to, you can follow Joe at JoeGaither6 on Twitter. If you want to, you can follow me at 72TuveBro. That's probably changing soon to 72 Corona, bro, when I go into quarantine.
Drip.
And follow Adam, who will not be with us for a little bit because he is currently having fun in South Africa until his trip gets cut short because of Corona.
Drip
drop, baby. Follow him at Everyday Fantasy Football, which is Everyday FFB. And make sure to follow our podcast at Brawl Fantasy. We're trying to get to 1K before the NFL season starts, so it looks like we'll have a long time to get to 1K, Joe, because it's like that, though.
We're close. We only need like 385.
Guys, we're going to sign off here. Make sure to check out Fanatics, www.thebearsbrawl.com/fanatics. Check out the new website, www.thebrawlnetwork.com, and have fun before stuff hits the fan again in the second wave of this pandemic. And we hope that to everybody affected by coronavirus that you regain strength and you stay healthy and you have a good time in quarantine. And we're thinking about you, Joe. I know you're praying for them. I'm thinking about them.
It's a weird night.
I'm hoping that Alabama doesn't have any cases, bro, soon. I hope it stays safe. Just, Illinois isn't.
All you guys, there's nothing fun in Alabama. Stay away.
Yeah, don't go there. All right. Thank you guys for listening. We will see you next week if we're not in quarantine.